Have you ever stopped and thought about this? How does a machine you can lift with one hand manage to pull dirt, dust, pet hair, and crumbs from deep inside your carpet? I mean, seriously, that dust isn't just sitting there politely. It's wedged in fibers, stuck between floor cracks, and clinging to surfaces. So how does a vacuum cleaner create that much suction? Is it the motor? Is it airflow? Is it pressure? Or is it something most people completely overlook? By the end of this video, you'll never look at a vacuum cleaner the same way again. And I promise, once you understand this, you'll instantly know why some vacuums clean better than others, even if they look similar. So, let's break it down, simply, visually, and without boring jargon. What does suction really mean? Let's clear up a big misconception right away. Vacuum cleaners don't actually suck dirt up. Sounds strange, right? What they really do is create pressure differences. Have you ever felt air rush into a room when you open a door or window? That's pressure at work. A vacuum cleaner works the same way. It creates an area of low air pressure, and higher pressure air rushes in to fill that space. And guess what that rushing air carries with it? Dust, dirt, hair, debris. So suction isn't magic. It's controlled airflow and pressure. At the core of every vacuum cleaner is one powerful component, the motor. When you turn your vacuum on, the motor spins a fan, very fast. We're talking 20,000 to 30,000 RPM or more. This spinning fan pushes air out of the vacuum, lowering the air pressure inside the machine. Lower pressure inside plus normal pressure outside equals air rushes in through the nozzle. Have you ever noticed how a vacuum sounds louder when airflow is blocked? That's because the motor is struggling to move air. Which brings us to something very important: airflow via suction. The big confusion. Many people think strong suction means a strong motor. Not always. There are two critical factors. 1. Airflow, how much air moves. 2. Pressure difference, how strong the pull is. A vacuum can have high suction but poor airflow, or great airflow but weak suction. The best vacuums balance both. So here's a thinking question. Would you rather pull dirt slowly with force or move a lot of air quickly? The answer is, you need both, and manufacturers design vacuums differently depending on the purpose. Why brush rolls matter more than you think. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. The vacuum doesn't do all the work. The brush roll does. That rotating brush agitates carpet fibers, loosens embedded in dirt, lifts hair and debris. Without it, suction alone struggles, especially on carpets. That's why stick vacuums may work great on hard floors. Uprights dominate on carpets. Let me ask you, have you ever vacuumed the same spot twice and picked up more dirt the second time? That's agitation at work. Filters, dust bins, and why clogging kills suction. Now let's talk about something most people ignore: filters. As air enters the vacuum, it must exit somewhere. That air passes through filters. If those filters are dirty or clogged, airflow drops. Pressure balance is disrupted. Suction weakens. Ever wondered why your vacuum feels weak after a few months? It's probably not broken. It probably just needs cleaning. When was the last time you cleaned or replaced your vacuum filter? Sealed systems. Why some vacuums feel stronger. High-end vacuums often advertise something called sealed suction systems. This means air enters only through the nozzle. Air exits only through filtered vents. No leaks in hoses or seals. Leaks equal lost pressure. It's like trying to drink through a straw with holes in it. So here's something to think about. Could a cheaper vacuum be losing suction through tiny air leaks? Absolutely. Why some vacuums work better on carpets and others on floors. Let's compare. Carpet cleaning needs high agitation, strong pressure difference, slower airflow. Hard floor cleaning needs wide airflow, gentle suction, minimal brush resistance. That's why Canister vacuums excel on floors. Uprights dominate carpet cleaning. Are you using the right type of vacuum for your flooring? Because using the wrong one can feel like bad suction when it's really bad matching. The sound of suction. What noise tells you? Ever notice this? Loud whine equal high motor speed. Deeper hum equals stable airflow. A vacuum that screams loudly but cleans poorly may be restricted, poorly designed, leaking air. Next time you vacuum, listen carefully. What does your vacuum sound like? It's telling you more than you think. Why watts and amps don't tell the full story. Manufacturers love big numbers. Watts, amps, horsepower. But these numbers don't directly measure suction. Real performance comes down to airflow design, pressure efficiency, sealing, filtration. So here's a smart buying question. Are you buying based on numbers or real engineering? The big takeaway. What really creates suction? Let's simplify everything we covered. Vacuum suction comes from a powerful motor, controlled airflow, pressure difference, good sealing, clean filters, effective brush agitation, miss one, and performance drops. That's why maintenance matters just as much as design. Now, here's my question to you. Did this change the way you think about vacuum cleaners? If it did, hit like. Subscribe for more breakdowns like this. And tell me in the comments, what appliance or device should we break down next? We don't just explain what things do here, we explain how and why. And if you stayed to the end, you're exactly the kind of viewer this channel is made for. See you in the next one.